Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Toya Pink. Happy Tuesday. Good morning to everybody. It is Talk Tuesday today, okay? And we're just going to talk a little bit. If you read the caption, we're just going to talk a little bit about knowing your target when you're launching your lab. Thank you, Mina. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning to everybody. It is March 7th, 2023. It is March 7th, 2023. We're in the last month of the first quarter of the year, okay? So let's get it. Let's get that money. Good morning to everybody. Happy Tuesday. It is Talk Tuesday today, and we're just going to talk a little bit. I'm on my way to the office, and we're going to talk a little bit about knowing your target when you're launching your lab. But for those of you guys who have never met me, who've never, joined my lives, watched my YouTube, whatever the case is, I do want to introduce myself. My name is IamToiaWallace, but everybody know me as Toia Wallace, Toia Pink. I am the trainer's coach. I am also a DOT certified DOT trainer, a teacher by trade, taught middle school and high school, business education as well as the English language. Also, I am the owner of Jace Laboratories and Screening in Jacksonville and Winter Park, Florida. I also am the owner of Hydrate H2O Water, Alkaline Water, the brand, and I am a business consultant as well. I am Toia Wallace brand. I recently launched my launched my first it was my first project on this capacity or this caliber. I recently launched a lab for a client from the ground up. The name of the company is First Choice Hire. We're getting ready to open up the doors to the public. Right now, I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, offering training to the employees. When I say building the business from the ground up, I'm talking from the ground up, as in getting the business registered with the state, finding a location, speaking to realtors, looking for spots, the right location, the right brick and mortar, all of that, from buying the supplies down from the pen to the stapler to the TV, setting up the accounts, everything like that, as if I'm starting my company all over again. And it's a lot of work, but I'm grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful to God to know that He uses me, not just for me, but for others. And I'm grateful. So, yes, hey, everybody, thank you guys for joining. And like I said, if you never had an encounter with me, you never met me, you never watched my live, my name is Toia Wallace. I am the trainer's coach, a business consultant, a teacher by trade. I'm educated. I'm a black boss doing the thing. All right. So I do want to talk to you guys about knowing your target when launching your lab. Okay, I do want to talk to you guys about knowing your target when you're launching your lab. So, this lab industry, it is a competitive industry. A lot of people are launching their labs. A lot of people are training. A lot of people are offering the training. A lot of people are getting trained, in whatever way. And I do want to let you know, even when you're looking for someone to train you, don't just find a trainer because you want to get certified. You got to really know this is what you want to do. You also want to be mindful of who's training you, because you got to check their receipts. You got to make sure that they are well experienced, they are well versed in the industry, they have been in the industry long enough, have gone through certain things, certain scenarios, certain experiences in the workforce, on the business side of it, to know, like, hey, this is, I want this person to train me. So you want to make sure you check that out. Knowing your target when launching your lab. So location is key. The type of model you're going to have is also key. Mobile or brick and mortar or offering both. So knowing your location, knowing your location, like knowing your location, you got to know where your area is, and deciding what's your business model, whether it's brick and mortar or just mobile only or offering both. Also knowing the services you want to offer in this type of business, right? As a launching a lab, when you say lab, you're thinking only medical, right? A lot of times people are thinking only medical, but it's like a big umbrella, and you can literally divide that into different compartments. Okay, launching a lab, you can have a clinical lab, clinical medical lab. You can also have a diagnostic lab. You can have a pre-employment agency that can offer lab services. So there's so much components to this opportunity. When I first got into launching my lab, I was already experienced as a collector. I have said in my previous videos, or previously I've mentioned, this was not something new for me. The business side of it was new. Not business, not business, because I've been in business, but the business side of a lab, of that structure, was new for me. But once you know the foundations of business, all you got to do is now cater it to that specific industry. And um yes, my experience, I was a medical assistant in my younger age. I'm still young, but like when I was 19, I became a medical assistant. And when I moved, after moving from South Florida, I moved to Central Florida. My first job was at SeaWorld. And at SeaWorld, yes, you might think like a medical assistant. Yes, the health care department, they had to have EMTs, the fire department, police, medical. They had a clinic and stuff like that for the tourists, the guests that got hurt and stuff, you know. And all I did, good morning, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining. What my job was as a medical assistant was a specimen collector. I did drug testing every day, every day. That was my 9 to 5. That is what I did every day. Drug testing services for new employees, which would be for pre-employment. I did drug testing for random selections. If someone fall or hurt themselves on the job, okay, there were different reasons why the drug test was taking place for employee basis only. The companies that we used were such companies like Quest, LabCorp. At that time, CRO wasn't a big hit, and like Lear, Betax, Psychmedics, Omega. A lot of these companies that people are getting familiar with now. I have been exposed to those companies because when I worked at SeaWorld Orlando, that's what I did all day. And anyone who knows me or knew me working SeaWorld, they hated me. And not necessarily hated me, but they hated me because one of the biggest services that we offer in drug testing was the hair collection. Okay, was the hair collection. So, of course, nobody wants you to cut their hair. You understand? So I was well versed in this thing. So when the opportunity came about later on, it was easy for me to jump on it because boom, I have a business degree. My bachelor's is business management, and I had a master's in criminal justice. So for me, it was like I had the components on all sides of this industry. Okay, I was a medical assistant, then I became a phlebotomist. So I worked in gynecology, so I knew about STD. I knew a lot of different things, right? So it just made sense, and I'm like, it's business at the end of the day. I'm really a business guru. I tap into it. Okay, I try it, and if it don't work, I get out. You understand what I'm saying? So it was a done deal. So when the opportunity came about, I just jumped on it. In building my lab, I didn't have the assistance, like the assistance that I provide to my students. I didn't have that type of assistance, right? And it's okay because what that did, it forced me to learn the industry even more, learn the new technology, learn the new different companies that are coming out, get familiar with different policies, get familiar with a whole lot of things. So it forced me to learn and to make mistakes, fix the mistakes, understand the mistakes. You understand what I'm saying? So what made me become an effective trainer was my real life experiences in the workforce when it comes to the business, starting the business from the ground up to where I'm at now. Okay. It just came together where I became a trainer because it made sense. I had like the 6 years of experience doing this. It just worked out in my favor and it just made sense. One of the things I learned while growing, while helping others build their business from the ground up, was knowing your target when you're launching your lab. Okay? Knowing where to go, the location, the trafficked area. If you're in the country, if you're not in the country, if you're in the suburbs, if you're not, where. Deciding your business model. Do I want to have a location? Do I want that overhead? Do I want to have to pay rent when if things are not going, if things are slow, like what do I do? Do I just want to go mobile where I just got to worry about gas, the wear and tear on my car? you know like, do I want to offer both options? What do I want to do? You understand what I'm saying? So that's one of the biggest things you want to, when when you're launching your lab, those are things that you want to look into. You want to make sure you check out. Another thing is, other than knowing your location, and knowing your the business model, knowing what services you want to offer. When we say lab business, please know there's so much to this opportunity. Okay, you don't have to only do urine test, drug test, DOT. You can offer other services such as DNA testing. You can offer such other services. I'm driving, so if you guys see me, like, I know y'all want to see me reach my destination safe. And this will also be uploaded on YouTube, the Salt and Stilettos channel. But other services such as STD testing, clinical testing, diagnostic testing. So STD testing, women's health, blood work. If you're a phlebotomist, get into this. You want to tap into all the services that you can offer as a phlebotomist and add to it. Fingerprinting, background check, you know other services. Like, if you're a notary, you can add whatever experience you currently have to that. You don't have to even call yourself a lab. You can call yourself an employment agency that also offer lab services. You can literally have a one office business and have multiple departments in that business. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're, as a business owner, you're going to be the human resources manager, the janitor, the front desk receptionist, the builder, the clean. You're going to be everything. But you want to definitely know, your target. If you're in a country area, you need to figure out, okay, what are the services that is needed in this area? Number one, when I go to the doctor and I see other people to the doctor, what are the services that they're offering that people come there for? What is the most requested service that is not even being offered in this town, and I have to drive 30, 40 minutes, an hour and a half just to, get this service done. So those are things that you want to check when you're creating your launch in your lab. That's also targeting the type of trying to target, knowing your sorry, that's also helping you with knowing your target when launching your lab. Okay, I want to make sure I explain it carefully so people can understand. So location is key, big time, because, like I said, you could be in a political city. If it's a political city, politics, legal. Okay, so your best friends needs to be courts, the court system, the probation offices, substance abuse offices, even down to the politicians. You understand what I'm saying? Because in political cities, they deal with a lot of immigration, they deal with a lot of reform, they deal with a lot of gun violence, they deal with a lot of those type of things. So you want to be in their back pocket where they know you are the go-to for these type of services. You understand what I'm saying? If you're in an area, like let's use California, let's use Texas, Miami, New York, places that service a lot of immigrants. And I talk about it a lot because that's just what it is. When anybody can teach you out of a textbook, they can teach you off of a PowerPoint slide that they see online and copied and pasted it. You understand what I'm saying? They can definitely do that. But you want to make sure when you're investing your money, spend a little more to get a little more. You understand what I'm saying? You want to make sure that your trainer, your coach is teaching you beyond what you pay for. You want them to teach you more than what you pay for. And what I'm saying is, it's not about, oh, well, you're giving, Toya, you're giving more than what you're worth and blah, blah, blah. It's not that. But I'm coming with real life experience. And people are going to listen to someone with real life experience that's doing this for real and not just here just for the money. I'm here for the money, but I'm not just here for the money. Do you guys understand? I think I probably got cut off because phone calls was coming in. But so if I did, I apologize. But yes, if you have any questions or anything like that, I need you all to, like, you know, just go ahead and drop it in the chat. You know, it's gonna be on YouTube, so definitely you know, subscribe to Salt and Stilettos page so you can stay up to date. You can get more information on that. But yes, knowing your target when you're launching your lab is very important. So location is key. Deciding the business model, if it's brick and mortar, the services that you want to offer. Okay, I talked last week or the week before, and I said I'm going to kind of change my business model. I'm still going to be brick and mortar, but I'm going to change some of the services I offer. Not stop offering it. Not stop offering it. So like I was telling one of my students, I was like, hey, she's in a situation where she wants to get her location is not wanting her to do any urine tests, right? So it's going to limit a bulk of her money. So I said, don't be discouraged. What you need to do is find an alternate solution that will be able to provide you the profit that you would be making from the urine. Okay? It's delayed but not denied. That means if you can't offer the urine test services in office, you're going to market, even though you have a brick and mortar, you're going to market your business. You're going to market that business as a mobile lab. That way, anytime you have post accidents, any employers who are reaching out for mobile collectors, you will be the first person that they call because you're advertising as a mobile lab. But you have a brick and mortar that's also now offering the DNA testing, also offering the fingerprinting, the I-9 verification, the employee badge, also offering the notary services, also offering hair follicle. So she is a brick and mortar, but because of the leasing situation, or, you know, the location situation and the stipulations that they want to give her, she is limited to offering urine tests. So guess what? We ain't shutting down the business. We are going to work with what we have for the time being until she finds another location. But she's ready to get started. So guess what? She'll be offering her lab services in both capacities. She's marketing herself as a mobile lab with a brick and mortar address, with a brick and mortar facility, but she's offering a mobile lab opportunity. So post accidents, employers can reach out to her and say, hey, I need you to come on site. I need to do this job fair. I need you to do this. Come on site, come on site, come on site. But others can also walk in her business and do DNA testing, COVID testing, STD testing, hair follicle testing, fingerprinting, all those different components. You guys understand? So knowing these things are important to your success when you're launching your lab, because you can make a better decision. You can make a decision that you won't regret. And in any business, remember, it's a learning thing. You tap into something, you learn it, you might then realize, hey, I may not even want to do this for the long haul, right? You might be doing it for just a money opportunity, whatever the case is. But I want y'all to go in knowing, like, hey, I'm doing this for whatever reason, whether it's money, whether it's for profit, whatever it is. But once you're going in, just at least go in with a better plan. knowing your target prior to you launching or when launching, just knowing. Okay, so I'm glad that you guys were on here this morning watching this live. Like I said, I know it probably cut off. So if it did cut off and you know there were some questions that you may want to ask or whatever, go ahead and put it down in the comment section below and I'll go ahead and respond to it. If you have not subscribed to Salt and Stilettos, my YouTube channel, please do so, because I promise you it is a plethora of information that you will get there. You can always book a consultation with me for $99 for 30 minutes, right? But I can guarantee if you watch the YouTube channel, there's a lot of the answer, the questions that you may have, you will be able to get the answers to those questions just by watching the different videos. Thank you, Lolita. Just by watching the different videos on YouTube. It's a lot of videos, probably like 20 videos, but take some time. Listen to them videos, watch them videos, comment on the videos, share the videos, like the videos, you know, ask your questions down below and I will respond to them. But it can save you $100. Now, I do want your $100, but what I'm saying is it can save you $100. You're also going to be exposed to other students, the other cousins that launched their lab through my program. They're telling you the real deal. I ain't pay them to do the interview. I just say, hey, I want to interview you. Make sure you look good. Make sure you're in your office and stuff. I want you to give a tour of your office. I'm going to ask you some questions and boom, be ready for it. That's it. And I want them to be very transparent, and they were. They tell you if they had hard times. They tell you what struggle they went through. They showed you their location. They told you when they started, when they didn't start it, the do's, the don'ts, the pros and cons. They told you all of that, okay? So definitely check out Salt and Stilettos. That's S-A-L-T, like salt and pepper, S-A-L-T, the letter N for Nancy, Stilettos, S-T-I-L-E-T-T-O-S, on YouTube, and you could go ahead and check it out. For real, save yourself $100. And yeah, I'm gonna also upload this on YouTube later on sometime today for those who are not friends of mine, so like, you know, people, you know, it can also be on that platform as well. I want y'all to stay blessed and have a good day. Thank you guys for joining me. It's Talk Tuesday with T. And yeah, I'm going to actually probably start doing that soon. Talk Tuesday with T, because of course I'm T, Toia. Yeah, Talk Tuesday with T. And yeah, stay blessed. Have a good one. Ciao.